Water is coming under your door. Your floor is wet. Your furniture is damaged, and you have no idea what to do next. Today, you will learn exactly what to say. In English, when you talk to your insurance company after a flood, you will learn 6 important words: policy, coverage, damage, claim, excess, and reimburse. These words will help you in a real situation. Let's begin the story. This is Sarah. She lives in a small, comfortable apartment in a quiet city. She works from home 3 days a week. She likes her apartment very much. One Tuesday morning in November, Sarah wakes up early. She goes to her kitchen to make coffee. But when she steps onto the kitchen floor, her feet get wet immediately. She looks around. There is water everywhere on the floor. She looks under the sink. A pipe has a small crack in it. Water has been leaking all night. Sarah feels worried. She can see that the wooden floor is already swollen and dark. Some water has reached the wall too. This is a real problem. She turns off the water supply under the sink. She uses old towels to stop the water from spreading. Then she takes photos of everything she can see. Sarah remembers that she has home insurance. Home insurance is a contract between you and a company. The company promises to help you pay for certain problems in your home. This contract is called a policy. A policy is your official written agreement with the insurance company. It says exactly what the company will help you with and what it will not help you with. Sarah finds her policy in a folder on her shelf. She sits down at the table and reads it carefully. She wants to understand what her policy includes. She reads about something called coverage. Coverage means the types of problems or situations that your insurance will pay for. If something is covered, the insurance company will help you. Sarah reads that her policy has coverage for water damage from burst or leaking pipes inside the home. This is good news. Her situation may be covered. She also sees the word damage many times in the document. Damage means harm or destruction caused to something. The water has caused damage to her floor and her wall. Now, Sarah knows what to do. She needs to make a claim. A claim is an official request you make to your insurance company. You are asking them to pay for the damage under your policy. She finds the phone number for her insurance company on the back of her policy document. She takes a breath. Then she calls. The phone rings twice. A calm voice answers. "Hello, this is Horizon Home Insurance. My name is Tom. How can I help you today?" Sarah says, "Hello, Tom. My name is Sarah Jennings. I need to make a claim. I have water damage in my kitchen. A pipe was leaking under my sink." Tom replies, "I'm sorry to hear that, Ms. Jennings. Let me pull up your account. Can I have your policy number, please?" Sarah looks at her document. She reads the number to him. If this story is helping you learn English, tap the like button. It helps other learners find it too. Tom finds her account. He says, "Thank you, Ms. Jennings. I can see your policy here. You have our standard home plan. This plan does include coverage for internal water damage from pipes. That is good news." Sarah feels a little better. She says, "Thank you. So what happens next?" "I have never made a claim before. I am not sure what I need to do." Tom explains slowly and clearly. He says, "First, please send us the photos you have taken. We also need a short written description of what happened and when it happened." Tom continues. He says, "After that, we will send a surveyor to your home. A surveyor is a professional who comes to look at the damage in person. They will write a report for us." Sarah asks, "How long does this take?" Tom says, "Usually 3 to 5 working days for the surveyor to visit. Then we review the report. The whole process takes about 2 to 3 weeks." Sarah writes everything down. Then she asks another important question. She says, "Will I need to pay anything myself? Or does insurance cover the full cost?" Tom says, "Great question. You will need to pay the excess first. The excess is the amount of money you agree to pay yourself before the insurance company pays the rest." Tom explains further. He says, "Your policy has a standard excess of £250. So if the total repair cost is £1,000, you pay 250, and we pay the rest." Sarah nods slowly as she writes this down. She says, "I understand. So I pay the excess first. Then the company pays the difference. That makes sense." Tom says, "Exactly right. And once we approve your claim, we will reimburse you for any repair costs above the excess." To reimburse means to pay someone back for money they have already spent. Sarah asks, "So do I pay the repair company first, and then you pay me back?" Tom says, "In most cases, yes. Or we can pay the repair company directly. We will explain this when we send your claim details." Sarah also asks about her furniture. She says, "Some water reached my wooden bookshelf near the wall. The bottom of it is swollen. Can I claim for that too?" Tom says, "That depends on your coverage. Your plan covers fixed parts of the building, like floors and walls. But furniture is usually covered under a different section called contents insurance." Tom continues. He says, "Let me check your policy again. Yes, I can see that you also have contents coverage included in your plan. So yes, you can include the bookshelf in your claim." Sarah feels relieved. She says, "That's a big help. Thank you, Tom." She adds the bookshelf to her list of damaged items. She also photographs it again carefully. Tom then gives Sarah her claim reference number. He says, "Please keep this number safe. You will need it every time you contact us about this claim. It is how we track your case." Before the call ends, Sarah wants to ask one more thing. She says, "What if the surveyor finds more damage that I cannot see right now? Does my claim still cover that?" Tom says, "Yes. The surveyor will check for hidden damage too. For example, inside the walls or under the floor. If they find more damage, we can update your claim to include it." Sarah says, "Perfect. Thank you so much, Tom. You have been very helpful. I feel much calmer now." Tom says, "You are very welcome. We will send you a confirmation email within the hour." After the call, Sarah sits quietly for a moment. She has done everything correctly. She turned off the water. She took photos. She read her policy. She made her claim. 3 days later, a surveyor named James arrives. He is professional and friendly. He walks through the kitchen carefully. He uses a special device to check for water inside the walls. James tells Sarah, "The pipe damage is clear. The floor will need to be replaced. The wall has some moisture behind it. We will need to treat that too. I will put all of this in my report." Sarah asks, "Will this affect my claim?" James says, "No. This is all within your coverage. The insurance company will review my report and contact you about the next steps." 2 weeks later, Sarah gets a letter from her insurance company. The letter says her claim has been approved. The total repair cost is £840. She will pay the excess of £250. The insurance company will reimburse her for the remaining £590. Sarah is happy with this result. The repair company comes the following week. They replace the broken pipe, the damaged floor, and they treat the wall. 2 days later, her kitchen looks clean and new again. Sarah learns an important lesson. She says to herself, "I am glad I had a policy. I am glad I understood my coverage. I am glad I made a claim quickly." Everything went well because she was prepared. Now, let's review the 6 key words from today's story. Say each one clearly after you hear it. Number 1, policy. A policy is your official written agreement with an insurance company. It explains what the company will help you with. Sarah read her policy before she called. Number 2, coverage. Coverage is the types of problems or situations that your insurance will pay for. Sarah had coverage for water damage from internal pipes. Number 3, damage. Damage means harm or destruction caused to something. The leaking pipe caused damage to Sarah's floor, wall, and bookshelf. Number 4, claim. A claim is an official request to your insurance company. You are asking them to pay for the damage covered by your policy. Sarah made her claim by phone. Number 5, excess. The excess is the amount of money you agree to pay yourself before the insurance pays the rest. Sarah's excess was £250. Number 6, reimburse. To reimburse means to pay someone back for money they have already spent. The insurance company reimbursed Sarah £590 after she paid for repairs. Well done for watching all the way to the end. You have learned 6 real, useful words today, and you heard them used in a natural conversation. That is real progress. If this lesson helped you, please like the video, subscribe, and tap the bell so you get a new English lesson every day. Leave a comment below using one of today's words. And share this with a friend who is learning English too.